Ahead of this week's launch of Huawei's flagship Mate 30 series smartphones, almost all the speculation focused on the loss of Google's software and services from the devices. And by the time the launch presentation finished, little had changed. Despite impressive hardware innovation, the media write-ups went straight to the lack of full-fat Android, the lack of YouTube and Gmail and Google Maps, the lack of the Play Store, even though none of this received a mention on stage. But it's fine, prospective buyers had been told beforehand, there will be a workaround, a means of installing Google services and apps after buying the device. Unfortunately, despite hints from Huawei, it's actually not that simple. And for many who plan to buy the device and install the software afterward, that will be a nasty surprise. Shortly after, Google shocked Huawei by confirming it would not license the new Mate 30 under the terms of U.S. blacklist restrictions. Huawei's consumer boss Richard Yu had provided hope, telling the media at Germany's IFA Tech show there might be a workaround on hand. Yu claimed the process would be quite easy, that the open-source nature of Android enables a lot of possibilities, and that third-party developers have been working on workarounds for some time, given that Huawei itself is unable to provide Google mobile services on new products due to the ban. And so the audience for Huawei's Mate 30 launch, live streaming online or filling the auditorium in Munich, waited to see what would be announced. The answer, unfortunately, was almost nothing. The presentation focused on the hardware specs, the performance and power efficiencies of the new 5G chipset, the fantastic camera and display. And so the questions remained questions. In reality, though, the harsh truth had been shared with the media. There was no short-term light at the end of the Google tunnel. No Google means no Google. The Mate 30 has no Android license. As such, it has no underlying Google mobile services on which its apps can be installed. And that means users will not be able to sideload the main software or services after purchase. Yu confirmed Huawei cannot use the Google Mobile Services core on the Mate 30, explaining that because of a U.S. ban these phones cannot pre-install the GMS core, it has forced us to use the HMS core running the Huawei app gallery on the Mate 30 series phones. If the restrictions do lift, Yu has now said he expects to be able to upgrade Mate 30 devices overnight with Google's software and services. While the device isn't licensed at launch, one would think Google would readily stretch any of its policies to accommodate Huawei and enable this upgrade to happen. And so for any of you enamored with the Mate 30 hardware who can live without Google for an unknown amount of time, maybe this is a risk worth taking. Seems unlikely, though.